Your organization's biggest problem may not be your strategy. It may be your structure. Have you ever worked in an organization where everything felt disconnected? Different teams doing their own thing, processes that don't align, customers confused, and employees frustrated. What if I told you this is not accidental? There's a management principle that explains exactly why this happens. It's called Conway's Law, and once you understand it, you start seeing it everywhere. Conway's Law states that organizations design systems that mirror their communication structure. In simple terms, the way your teams communicate determines what you build. Your organizational structure shapes your results. Conway's Law was introduced by computer scientist Melvin Conway in 1967. He observed that software systems looked surprisingly similar to the organizational structures that built them. For example, if 4 teams worked on a software product, the final system often ended up with 4 separate components. This observation was first published in a paper titled, "How Do Committees Invent?" Over time, this idea moved beyond software engineering and became a powerful principle in management, leadership, and organizational design. People often think systems are built purely through logic, but in reality, they are built through communication. Meetings, reporting lines, approvals, handoffs. If communication is fragmented, the final output becomes fragmented too. Imagine a company building an app. One team handles sign-up, another handles payments, another handles customer support, another handles reporting. If these teams rarely communicate, each builds their own solution without considering the bigger picture. The result? A disconnected product. Customers begin to notice the cracks. Different design styles, repeated data entry, confusing navigation, slow processes. The product becomes a reflection of internal silos, not customer needs. This doesn't only happen in technology. It happens in everyday organizational processes. HR has one form, finance has another. Operations has a different approval route. Employees end up repeating the same information, waiting for multiple approvals, and navigating confusion, not because people are inefficient, but because the structure is disconnected. Conway's Law explains many common workplace challenges: siloed working, slow decision-making, duplicated effort, poor customer experience, disconnected systems. These are not just process problems. They are structure problems. Conway's Law influenced modern management in powerful ways. Leaders began to realize that improving performance is not only about strategy, it's also about organizational design. This thinking helped shape cross-functional teams, agile working models, customer-centric structures, matrix organizations, product-based team structures. Instead of organizing by departments, organizations began organizing around outcomes. Many leaders try to fix problems by redesigning processes, but they ignore the structure behind the process. If teams don't collaborate, no process redesign will truly work. To improve results, you must improve how teams connect. High-performing organizations design teams around customer outcomes, not internal departments. They align communication, shared goals, clear ownership, and collaboration because they understand structure shapes behavior, and behavior shapes results. Ask yourself this simple but powerful question: is our process designed for the customer or designed around internal silos? Your answer reveals whether Conway's Law is helping or hurting your organization. Conway's Law reminds us of one powerful truth: the structure of your team shapes the structure of what you produce. If you want better results, start by redesigning how your teams work together. If you want to understand the hidden principles shaping organizations, leadership, productivity, and performance, subscribe for more management principles, explained simply and applied practically. If you found this valuable, subscribe for more insights on leadership, productivity, and career success. Because leadership is not just about achieving results, it's about how you achieve them. Remember, effectiveness isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Apply these and watch your life transform. See you in the next video. Monday Thompson is a strategic productivity systems specialist with almost 2 decades of real-world experience helping individuals and organizations move from intention to execution. Here, you'll learn how to build habits, systems, and routines that compound over time, the same principles used to drive sustainable performance in high-impact environments. If you're serious about growth, consistency, and long-term success, you're in the right place. Subscribe, comment, like, and share for more. The ones who think they are crazy enough to change the world are the ones who do.